the championship coach.
First of all, just the utmost respect for New Orleans. We have so much respect for their staff. Mark's been a great friend of mine. It's kind of ironic. We played the first conference game this year. We both got our 100th win this year, and then we played in the last game. So I really appreciate his friendship. I think he's done a tremendous job at New Orleans. I think he's a heck of a coach. I thought his guys fought hard. It's tough, man. They played 3 games in 3 days. It's a grind, especially when they played Lamar in a one-possession game, and then they played Sam in an incredible game last night. So ton of respect for New Orleans and what they've done, and then just really happy, man. You got 2 seniors right here. To the right of me, and we also got one more in Hayden Farquhar. But just the journey these guys get on, I'm going to sit back and, like I did tonight, and just watch it, man. It's going to be a lot of fun, and if there's anybody that deserves it, it's these 3 seniors.
Okay, now open it up for questions for the student athletes. Once again, let us know who you are and who you represent.
Brandon Williams, Southland.org. First off, congratulations to you, gentlemen. Just talk about the road that led to here. Knew it had to have been a challenge going to Abilene, knowing what you faced, but it seems like tonight it paid off.
Jaylen, you start.
The road from just going to Abilene was it was pretty hard. I mean, but I stuck with my faith, and I believed in Coach G. He told me to just believe in my teammates and believe in my student athletes and my coaching staff. And I love the coaching staff there and the campus. Atmosphere there is great. Fan-wise, it's great. It just felt like home.
Jaren?
Yeah, I mean, going off of what Jaylen said, that's really credit to the coaching staff. This whole journey, just that's what it's been from the start, a lot of trust and having a lot of faith in the coaching staff and each other. And I really feel like that's what Coach G sold me on when he was recruiting me. We knew our journey, our first 2 years we wouldn't be eligible for postseason play. And now that we are, this is the goal, this is what we've been working for. And it's just a lot of trust that goes into that, trusting each other and staying strong with it. So that's just what it was.
Where you going to put that?
I didn't even get to see it yet.
Okay, next question.
Hi, Mitchell with Fox and Abilene.
Mitch.
First of all, congratulations, y'all, on the championship. But after the game, whenever the final buzzer sounded, we saw that you two, especially, found each other, hugged each other, and had a really, especially you, Jaylen, we could see you visibly crying after the game. Kind of describe what those emotions were between you two.
Just not atmosphere, but the adversity we had. Starting from the year, in the summer we told ourselves we was like, this is our last ride, and for our seniors we wanted to go out the right way. And we lost 2 very good players, but at the same time we did it for those. And I mean, it was just very emotional because we've been like 4 years here, couldn't go to the postseason, and we're just finally here. It just means a lot.
Jaren?
Yeah, I mean, like Jaylen said, it was just all the emotions came out because it was just a testament to a lot of hard work and a lot of struggles that we went through, especially our early years. We took a lot of losses and we learned a lot of lessons, so it was just nice to see all that culminating to winning today.
Jeremy.
Jeremy Rakes, Associated Press. To both the players, what does it mean to you to be the first team at Abilene Christian to go to the NCAA tournament?
It means a lot. This is what we planned for. We wanted to be one of the first teams that in Abilene Christian to go to the NCAA tournament. This is what we worked for. So it was a big surprise, but we stuck to it and trusted each other.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we've been working for, so it feels great. And just going back to what I said earlier, this is what Coach Golding was recruiting us for. This is what he sold us on. This is what he sold me on. This is what we wanted to do. This was the goal we were going to be working for my 4 years at ACU. So it's just really nice to have all this happen.
Adara Jones, the Garage Apartment Media. Y'all spoke about dealing with being ineligible, now being eligible this year. You talked about the 4-year road. Now, starting in June and knowing what your goals were to ultimately be here, how good does it feel?
This feels very good. Like you said, just working our tail off in the summer and just trusting each other and trusting our coaching staff. That's the big thing with this program, is trusting each other and building relationships. We thrive off that, and we just believe in each other. And right now, it feels so good. Like you said, I was emotional, and it made me cry.
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. It really hurt last year not being able to make it to Katy, and just the way we had a skid in February and March. It really hurt, And so everything we went through last year and the past 2 years before that was really just worked as motivators to help us this year. And it just kept us hungry. And our coaching staff always does a great job of keeping us on the edge. So it's just nice to have it all work out.
Joey Richards, Abilene Reporter News. You know, you guys talk about how hard it was and everything. I mean, 3 or 4 years ago, you guys were part of, you know, one of the worst teams in D1. Did you think back then that this day would come?
Yes. We just needed to make a few adjustments and just work our tails off over this off season, you know, and summer. And right now, it didn't pay it off. I guess you can say that.
I mean, was there ever a time when you guys had doubts about this?
No, just like I said, just trusted each other, and it's always being around each other and doing like family things and family dinners and stuff like that, and talking about how we can like turn the program around and just trusting the process.
I think I can answer that too, Joey. I think they were boys, they were kids, they're men now, they're seniors. That's the answer.
Yep. Mitch in the back.
Something I asked yesterday was, what is it about this group that's so special? Now you're here on this point. You're the first team to ever be at ACU to make it to the big dance and win the Southland Conference. What is it specifically about what's going on inside that locker room?
Haven't been there yet.
Yeah, but it's really
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah, started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, it was just a lot of lessons learned when we were at the bottom that helped us mature, and we just had such a tight group. Mm-hmm. That locker room is so tight, and just the camaraderie we have and the brotherhood we have in there, it just kept us tight, and it just helped us push through adversity. We just had each other's back.
Okay, Brandon, this will be the last question for the players.
Sure, you guys grew up watching Selection Sunday. Mm-hmm. How is it going to feel tomorrow watching, knowing that you're going to be a part of it and your name is going to get called?
Yeah. It's going to be like a dream come true. I mean, we worked so hard to get to this spot and this position, and now we just got to wait and see who we got, and after that, we're just going to get to work, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a dream come true. When you're younger, watching college basketball coming up, that's what you dream of, that you think of all the time. Just like, I want to make it to that point. And really, that's just what I was thinking about when I came to ACU. Like, one day, that's where I want to be. That's what Coach G sold me on, like I mentioned earlier. That's where we want to be, and we finally got it.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can take your name tags, too. Use them. The hardware. Yeah, take it to the locker room and maybe.
Man, right? This dude's slow.
No, those scissors were awful. that net wasn't messing with me.
Always something, isn't it? Okay, questions for Joe, please. Okay, Brandon.
Coach, talk about how important it is to represent and be the flagship of the Southland Conference going into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, it means a lot because I know how many good players and good coaches and good teams are in this league. I got a ton of respect for this league. We've been at the bottom of this league. You know, I don't know how many games we won that first year, maybe 2. So I know how tough this league is. I got a ton of respect for the players and coaches, and I'm excited to represent this university and the Southland Conference. So it means a lot to me, obviously, from the university standpoint, too, being a former player. I graduated from Abilene Christian, and they'll never be able to take this away from me. You know, when I took the job, everybody told me I was crazy. I think we had 3 winning seasons in 30 years or something, and they're never going to be able to take this away from me, you know. So I'm excited to represent our university and our conference.
Coach Golding, after the game, I tried to find you as much as I could, but you were all over the place, taking in the whole scene. What were some of the things going through your mind as you're meeting with all these people?
Yeah, I was just enjoying the moment. You know, this is the second time I've been through this. I was fortunate enough to be through this at Arkansas Little Rock, and you think it's when you do it, you think it's going to happen every year, and it doesn't. You know, I mean, this is really hard to do. People, I think you guys understand in this room, but there's a lot of things that go involved into seeing that confetti drop. And I'll be honest with you, I wanted to step back. And I just wanted to watch. You know, I wanted to soak it all in. we got a group of friends. We always talk about taking mental pics, not pictures on our phones, and pics in our brain in our head that we'll never forget. And so I was just taking mental pics of everything that was going on, and I'm not going to forget it, And this program, again, man, Mitchell, you've been around me a long time, man. It's not about me. Never has been about me, man. This is about our players. Players first coach. That doesn't mean we don't coach them up. We coach them hard, but we love on them hard too, And so this night's all about them. Tomorrow's Selection Sunday, it's all about them. This has nothing to do with Joe Goldie, man. This is about those players in that locker room, man. And I'm going to sit back and watch. They have no idea what's about to happen. Let's be honest. They don't, man. They answered your questions here, but they're fixing on the ride of their life, And I'm excited for it.
You pulled about Valvano tonight?
Huh?
You were Jim Valvano trying to find somebody to hug?
Yeah, I did hug a few people.
Well, Coach, you said it's not about you, but last night you said 6 years ago they should have fired you. So now here you are from feeling like you should have been fired 6 years to being the top team in the conference. What does that say about your athletic department, your AD, them trusting in you being able to turn it around, dealing with a transition, and now you're at this point? Tell us what that feels like.
Yeah, it's I'm very fortunate to work at a place where I played, and they gave me some patience. I think in the world we live in today, there's not a whole lot of patience, and our university's getting rewarded for that tonight, and that's hard to do. We weren't very good, but there's a lot of reasons to go in that, that we weren't very good. We weren't very good as a Division II program. I don't really honestly think we knew what we were doing going Division I, but that's a question that I can't answer. I'm not smart enough to be in those meetings, But I'll tell you what, the ADs, we're on our third AD, and Jared Mosley was our first AD. He hired me. I played with Jared, and he gave me the opportunity. I was the second choice. I wasn't the first choice either. I was the second. They hired another guy, and then he left after a month and a half, 2 months on the job, and I got the job in late July, and. Then we had Lee Daly on, and Lee's the one that gave me the opportunity to continue to coach and continue to represent my university and continue to build this program. And then we're very fortunate right now. We've got a new AD in Alan Ward. I don't know if you guys know much about him, but he's a winner. He came from Murray State, which they've won a little bit in basketball before. And he's just been a complete blessing for me. He's been incredible to be able to lean on his leadership through this process and through some adversity. He's seen it all. He's been around the block, and the good thing is I don't even know how to fill out these forms. We're fixing to fill out a lot of forms. I don't think our university has a clue. So we're very fortunate to have Alan. I think he's done this a few times, man. He'll be all right.
So now, which one is more memorable? Not being able to do it as a player or doing it as a coach?
Ah, man. They should have recruited me to be Division I, man. I wasn't a Division II player, man. I was under-recruited. Obviously being a coach, but like I told you, I couldn't play Division I basketball, so I got to do it as an assistant coach, and that was a heck of a lot of fun. Doing it with Steve Shields, he's my mentor. I talked about him last night. There's my dad. Obviously, growing up, dad was a coach. Granddad was a coach. I've been a coach all my whole life. Thought I was going to be a coach. My brother-in-law's the head football coach at SMU. We just got a bunch of coaches in our family. My best, two friends in this business, Steve Shields, who gave me the opportunity, and a mentor, and then Chris Beard. Chris Beard's been there through the long haul with me. He's been my best friend, not just on the basketball, but on other things too. And so I'm fortunate to have really good people in my life. But I'm excited. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what we're going to do, but it's going to be a lot of fun to put ACU in March Madness.
Jeremy.
First Southland Conference appearance, or tournament appearance, first title. I don't know the history of Southland very well, but I'm pretty sure it's a short list of teams that have done that. What does it mean to you to be on that list?
Yeah, I think I talked a little bit last night about, I teased with the guys before we got down here that half the tournament was already over before we got a chance to play, and but I think that double bye was important tonight. I think we were able to. That was kind of the game plan, was to be aggressive, and try to wear on them a little bit, and I thought that played into it. But to never be here before, I thought our guys handled it well. People kept asking me how they're going to handle it, what's going on, and we just continue to do what we do. We didn't change anything, and we just continue to trust the process. We treated this like a week in the Southland Conference when we have a bye, and I thought we got a little tight against Southeastern in the second half last night, and I think that was the first time you could kind of see it. We got up 13. I thought we got a little tight, but tonight I didn't think we got tight. We had two, I think it was like maybe 4 or 5 possessions there. We had 3 turnovers, one hit the backboard, 2 blob turnovers, and 1 on a timeout. I didn't draw that up. That was my assistant coach. And the second one I did draw up, and he hit the side of the backboard, but 2 turnovers on those blobs, and then we weren't able to put them away. But I thought we played fearless tonight. Didn't get tight.
Hey, last question. Who's got it? Okay, Mitch.
Coach, you've said a couple times throughout the year that you were just going to enjoy the ride. Now you're heading into this new ride. Do you plan to do the same thing, and what will that be like?
No, I'm going to let these guys enjoy it. I mean, I think we're going to try to go down there and compete. I don't know who we're going to play. I'm sure we'll be an underdog. I don't know what seed we'll get, but we're going to go down there and compete. We're going to play hard, and we're going to represent this conference in a first-class manner. We got great student athletes, and I'm excited to put Abilene Christian on the map, and so I'm going to sit back and watch and, again, soak it all in and enjoy the time. This is a special moment. This doesn't happen very often, and I don't take it for granted. So we're going to enjoy it, and I'll soak it in with these guys.